Cold. Here we go. I am here in a little place called Flinders, which is just outside of Melbourne. I'll try not to hold the camera in front of the light so you can see what I'm doing. There is stuff going on. So you've been seeing my tirades about space weather. We have space weather. We have space weather. So let me just show you what we've just seen here. This is just incredible. Um, Here live at Flinders Main Beach and just outside of Melbourne, we've got the Aurora Australis lighting up the sky. We've got a G3 plus, maybe a little bit more, geomagnetic storm in progress. A couple of big coronal mass ejections hit tonight, just around just on 10:20, no, about 10:15, I think, here local time. And wow, we got pillars. I could see a bit of pink and green in the sky. I was getting excited. And then the pillars came. There they are. It's all very exciting. So I just thought I'd have to share that live with you. I'm still here. Probably got another. I've got to work tomorrow, so I need to make a move soon. But we've backed off a little bit now. The KP index has dropped off a little bit, but it was as high as 7 earlier. Although when this display, I'm not sure what the exact figure was when the KP, when the lights, I was just too busy taking photos. So I've shot off about 100 shots with the Canon DSLR. And here we've got the iPhone just does an absolutely phenomenal job because it's got an f2.7 f ratio, so it's absolutely brilliant. But we've got pillars, we've got lots of great stuff in the sky here. It was all going off for about half an hour, 45 minutes. I'm just very busy. I managed to share a couple of photos, but now it's died down a little bit. So I thought we'd just take this moment to have a look at what's been going on. So just coming back to the main camera here for a minute. It's so cold the iPhone screen's not really wanting to do my touch buttons for me. There we go. So yeah, so what we're seeing is the solar cycle that we're currently in is really picking up steam. We had a G5 geomagnetic storm on the Mother's Day weekend, and myself and the family were all having dinner indoors when everyone started texting us. So we kind of jumped in the car, and I didn't have any tripods with me, anything at the time, and it kind of finished by the time I got one really good shot down at Dramana last time. So tonight the alert came through at about when I was on the train on the way home, saying, "Oh yeah, it was picking up." The BZ value was down to -12. It did get to -20 just about an hour before this lit up. The solar wind was sort of bouncing around a lot. KP index kind of was gusting to 7. So we did get some great Aurora here tonight down at Flinders on the south coast. So big shout out to Dr. Tamitha Scove, who's been a little bit unwell. So hope you're on the mend, and you've been inspiring us all to get out and photograph the auroras during this uptick in the solar cycle on this one. So in the previous solar cycle, it was very quiet, one of the quietest on record, and reached a grand solar minimum. Now we're starting to tick up towards a grand solar maximum, which will probably come in somewhere over the next, it's an 11-year cycle, so it does take a while. But already the average number of sunspots is above the predicted average for what was expected in this solar cycle. So thanks, we've just got a new visitor join us. So I'll just flip back to the Aurora tonight, just that we, this was about 30, 40 minutes ago. Absolutely stunning. It was getting, I could see some pink and green, and then it got brighter. And I danced a little happy dance when we got pillars, and it was great. So I've got about 100 shots of this on the DSLR, and I've got about 20 or 30, 40 shots here on the iPhone. The iPhone just does a great job, just picks it out all the colors beautifully. And you can even I'm just really just holding it on a monopod against the back of a camping chair. And this is the iPhone shots that we're getting here. So absolutely stunning. I managed to get one shot off on the Mother's Day G5 when I just got out of a restaurant in time down to the beach in time to take one photo before it died. But tonight we've got the whole enchilada. It's been absolutely magnificent, and you'll be seeing me sharing these photos on my feed. So QR5-EXP, QR5-Cyber-EXP on YouTube and QR5 Cyber on X. So stay tuned. I've got enough of the DSLR shots to actually put together a stop-go movie. So we might even see when I pull that together, it'll be because they're 5-second or 6-second images on the DSLR. They'll be it'll probably be a faster speed of dancing around than what you would actually see in the sky. But it'll be an interesting. I'll make that clear when I publish those. So that's going to be it's going to be a late night now because I've got photo processing to do before I go to bed. Anyway, it's so good down here. Last time I was here, it was absolutely freezing. Tonight it's positively mild by comparison. But yeah, we had a great show of the Aurora here. This is Flinders, just south of Melbourne. So I believe it's about latitude -37, I think, from memory, off the top of my head. So so that's a good indicator tonight. We had KP7, we had BZ of -18 about an hour before the light show occurred. So that's pretty. I think I actually got to BZ -20 just as I pulled the car up. So it was really quite a show tonight. And you know, I've been waiting for this shot for most of my life. So now I live in Victoria. I've got at least half a chance of getting it. So yeah, absolutely stunning. What happens with the Aurora is when there are large solar flares on the sun or sunspots which have little filaments that jump across, holes that open up, coronal holes. There's also solar flares and things. And when there's a coronal mass ejection, it explodes a fair bit of data. Sorry, data. I've been data all day. Matter. It explodes a fair bit of matter off the surface of the sun. So when you see that, if you have a look at I think it's the STO, the NOAA, and all the other satellites, you can actually see the wave coming towards you. And tonight it was lining us up pretty well. So when the alert went out at about 7:30, I was on the train home, jumped in the car. I had my tripods this time, so I loaded up the car with all the tripods and cameras and shot off down here. And man, has it been worth the trip. It's absolutely brilliant. So I just thought I'd share a little bit of that with you live tonight. I'll probably retweet this with some more information and maybe some videos in the morning. But it's pretty hard to do a live broadcast when you're in the dark. So I've got my trusty little studio light here on the camera tripod, and it's sort of giving me a little bit of light so you can see me. So anyway, it's been great. So like and subscribe. If you can, add a comment on the actual YouTube video. That helps it boost its spread and numbers. So for those of us who are digital creatives, you know how that's important that is. So anyway, hope you're having a great time wherever you are in the world. If you are in Western Australia, I'd be getting down to Esperance or Fremantle or somewhere down there. You might be lucky in about an hour from now. Might be coming around past you. If you're in Tasmania, you've probably already seen this. Yeah, so New Zealand would have got it a couple of hours ago. So yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. Big shout out to all the astronomy crew here in Melbourne. Adelaide, the Find Your Space in Adelaide campaign to really work with space cyber and the 5 domains of air, land, sea, space and cyber coming out of Adelaide with space defense. Space weather is very critical to that equation. So we are so reliant now on satellites and GPS communications. It's important that we study the space weather as well as the earthly weather, and you know, the La Ninas and the El Ninos and Southern Oscillation. index. All that is really great for the weather that we experience on the ground, but you can't beat space weather. It is just the best thing. So I love it. And this has really been a long time coming for me, getting such a beautiful aurora shot like this. And I just couldn't wait to share it with everyone. So I hope you're all enjoying this. And I don't know, I don't think I've got my chat feed turned on, but please like and subscribe on the YouTube video if you can, or the X tweet. That'd be great. So I am going to wrap it up now because it is getting late. I don't see. I think we've Aurora's gone away for now. It might be. It's a bit hard to see with the light shining in my eyes, but anyway, thank you. Just thought I'd share that very quickly with you all, and I hope you're having a great day. And don't forget to join us on QR5 for all the space cyber news, experiences, and events, and capture the flag tournaments around the world. So thank you for joining us tonight. You've been watching QR5 Live.